Well, hello again and welcome to another Hyperion Morning. Look, on a Wednesday, you get both of us today. Aren't you lucky? Not so much to have me here, but to have Michelle here, of course. Good morning,
Good
sweetheart.
morning, love. Hi, everybody.
So good to have you with us. Here we are. It is Wednesday, September 24th, 2025. Welcome to it. Welcome to the middle of the week. We get over the hump today. From there,
Yay.
it's the downhill slide straight to the weekend. You can just kick back, feet up, and enjoy your way to the end of the week, Michelle.
Yeah, and hopefully the rest of your week goes smoothly right into that weekend.
Yeah, hopefully it's already started smoothly, but even if it hasn't, that's okay. We're getting over it today and onward, and we're here to help support you, bring some smiles, bring some positivity each and every morning. So, speaking of that, what are we talking about on this morning? Again, it is September 24th. Well, today happens to be National Bluebird of Happiness Day, and I think we can all use a little bluebird of happiness flitting around us from time to time. I think Michelle's got blue eyes. She's a little bit of a bluebird of happiness herself.
You're so sweet. Yeah, I think it's good to have reminders that we need to focus more attention on happiness because it's tough these days.
It can be a little tough. That's why we're here to kind of get around that, share some smiles, share some positivity, because the negativity surrounds us every single day. So a little bit of positivity, a little bit of smiles, and a lot of bluebird of happiness will help get you through this day. Hey, Laquan, good morning. Good to see you here with us. Happy Wednesday to you as well. And of course, there are some Disney bluebirds as well. I don't know if you remember some of these bluebirds, but the bluebirds on the left, they are Cinderella's friends. They don't actually have names. They're just the birds.
Right.
They're Cinderella's little friends. And they've made appearances, of course, in Cinderella and Cinderella's sequel.
Right.
They also made an appearance in Once Upon a Studio. I don't know if you know that, but if you take a look around, they do make an appearance.
I do remember that there were birds, but I guess I didn't associate them with
it's those bluebirds
Cinderella
right there. Of course, there's the big bluebird from the Pixar short For the Bird, which is one of the funniest shorts. Not that in a slew of great Pixar shorts.
Right.
It's one of the most funny ones.
Yeah,
He's just a goofy big blue bird that the other birds don't want any part of, but he gets the last laugh at the end.
And what a laugh he provides.
Yep, for sure. There's a couple more birds that are not completely blue like these ones, but they do have some blue in there, like Zazu, of course, from The Lion King. A fair amount of blue.
Right.
And Kevin has a fair amount of multiple colors. Kevin can cover any type of color for blue birds. But Kevin, of course, has a lot of blue in her feathers as well.
Yeah. And great characters. They bring a lot to both of the films that they were in.
They are all bluebirds of happiness. They all make us very happy. So celebrate your favorite bluebird on this Bluebird of Happiness Day for sure. There's others too, but those are some of my favorites. I don't know about you, Michelle.
Yeah, one had come to mind, but as I was listening to you describe Kevin and everything, I just popped out of my head. So.
As happens, especially early in the morning for sure.
No, I haven't had enough tea yet.
Yeah.
Let me fix that.
Happy Bluebird of Happiness Day. What else are we celebrating on this day? Well, this is something that's good. It is National Women's Health and Fitness Day. So just a reminder that we all need to get out and look after our own health and fitness. And obviously this picture here is running, which Michelle will do as well, along with the elliptical and other things around the house. Bands. Yep, for sure.
My stretch band right here.
There you go. She's got her stretch band there. But you do whatever is good for you, for your health, for your fitness. Running isn't for everybody. Maybe it's yoga. Maybe it's like a dance class. Whatever it might be to help your health and fitness on this day. Celebrate it and get out and do it.
Yeah, it's also what helps contribute to happiness, right?
Yeah, because exactly. That's a good point.
One being healthy or fit does help your mental status for a lot of ways. But I know even for me, when I'm really feeling down, even spending a little bit of time doing some exercises can really help change my outlook.
It can help change my outlook when I'm working out and doing health and fitness. Getting done with it. Man, my outlook has completely changed. Like, I got that done. I'm good. Hey, Lori, good morning. Good to see you here. Appreciate you being here this morning. Yeah, it's good to see Lori here. I don't see Lori here very often. Happy to see her.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, Women's Health and Fitness Day. Find whatever works for you. Again, it's not right. Not everything is right for everybody. Find whatever it is that helps you be healthy and happy on this day and on every day.
Right. And not everything has to be big. Like you don't have to do the long runs or, a lot of things. Just a few minutes a day even can make a big difference. Try starting with 5 minutes of some kind of aerobic kind of movements and
even just standing up and walking around the house a little bit. It's something. I mean, it's not completely health and fitness, but it's better than just sitting and being stagnant all day for sure. So yeah, celebrate that on this day. What else are we celebrating on this day? Well, how about it's National Mofongo Day? Do you know what mofongo is besides just a funny name?
No, I was trying to figure out what that picture was. I'm like, I should know that?
So yes, you should, especially here in this state or nearby, especially because it is a Puerto Rican side dish. It is made from plantains that have been fried and then mashed, and then usually they're cooked. Yes, mofongo. I knew you would know it once I told you what it is. It's usually cooked with some garlic and olive oil. And like I said, it's served as a kind of a side dish for many Puerto Rican dishes and is a national favorite. So
right, yeah. I definitely now.
I've had it. It's delicious. I love mofongo, especially with the right dish. It is yummy. It's very good. So yeah, celebrate with some Puerto Rican mofongo today. Maybe something else, kind of Latin America-ish. Well, how about some horchata on the day? Do you know what horchata is, Michelle?
I've had it. I don't know if I know what it's made from.
So horchata is a creamy, refreshing drink. It's Spanish in origin, but it's mostly known for, especially here in the United States, being Mexican. And matter of fact, you'll find it in a lot of Mexican restaurants. It's a kind of a rice milk dish. It's made creamy by kind of overnight sitting in rice, and they kind of makes that creamy rice milk. And then it's mixed with like some sugar, some cinnamon, sometimes vanilla, and it just makes this really kind of wonderful iced, spiced, vanilla, sweet drink.
Right. It's delicious.
Yeah, you can find, like I said, if you go to your favorite little Mexican shop, they often will have, like in those little containers where they have, sometimes you'll find punch or whatever.
Right.
They often will have horchata there on tap for you, and it's really, really good. And yeah, especially as you get, seems like a perfect fall dish, right? It's got all the spices.
Oh yeah.
It sounds perfect. And yet it's still like an icy drink, so it's cooling and refreshing in a way. So yeah,
nice.
Little horchata on this day. If Latin food isn't more your thing, maybe you want to steer more French. Well, today is also National Cherries Jubilee Day. Michelle, do you like Cherries Jubilee?
I do, especially if it's made, correct. I shouldn't say correctly. I don't like it when it's overly sweet. I like to be able to really appreciate the cherries in it. So if it's over processed or over sweetened, it's not. How about you?
I do. I love it. It's a rare thing. It's a classic dish. I mean, it goes back so classic French that it goes back to Escoffier, who was the classic French chef that basically created the brigade system that is in kitchens still to this day that we know. Go to watch Ratatouille, and they break down the brigade system in many regards. But yeah, it's this classic dish, like you mentioned. It's cherries, usually cooked up with some sugar and then with some liqueur and then set flambe. And then now, when Escoffier started it, he didn't have ice cream, but now it's ice cream has kind of been added with it. But it is a delicious. I think the most common place we used to get it was when we used to cruise. It used to be a big thing. It'd be Cherries Jubilee night, and one of the chefs would be there tableside, lighting things on fire, which not maybe the best thing to do on a cruise ship. So it's kind of gone by the wayside. I don't know if you find it anymore on cruise ships. It used to be a classic thing, along with Bananas Foster that they'd have, and Baked Alaska for that matter too, where things would be lit on fire around you. Not necessarily the best way to go on a cruise ship, but that was where we most often got it. It is a classic dish. It's not. I don't think it's as mainstream now, but still, it's wonderful when it comes across it. I do like it. I do like it because it's rare to find.
Right. Yeah. Nice.
Celebrate. If you can find a place that makes Cherries Jubilee, or if you want to try it in your own home, be careful lighting things on fire around your kitchen. But if you want to try it in your own home, try some Cherries Jubilee today because it is delicious for sure. You get that warm cherry sauce. you
That
know,
goes
with the
nice
cool
with
and
the banana,
creamy
the
ice cream.
ice cream's
Yeah,
nice blend.
very good. Very good. Hey, if it's your birthday today, very happy birthday to
Yeah,
you.
happy
You
birthday.
celebrate on this September 24th your birthday with an amazing, amazing entertainment legend. He is a Disney legend, but mostly an entertainment legend. Yes, um, Jim Henson. It's his birthday today. He would have been 94 today, born on this
Wow.
day in 1936. Of course, we lost him way back in 1990.
Yeah.
But man, where would we be without Sesame Street, without the Muppets?
Mhm.
So many amazing characters, Fraggle Rock, so many amazing characters that Jim Henson and his group of Muppeteers
Right.
created together.
Yeah. And they have that documentary on
Mhm.
Disney Plus that is really interesting. So
Idea
many
Man.
things.
It's called
Yeah.
Idea Man.
Thank you. And yeah, a lot of great information that is probably very little known about him. And it's definitely helps you appreciate what he's brought to life.
Yeah, his puppet work, the Muppets, basically go back 70 years, all the way to 1955 when he had Sam and Friends start off.
Mhm.
Excuse me. And you can see that in that documentary. But then, of course, he went on to create Sesame Street, 1969. He was on Saturday Night Live doing some of his puppet work way back
That's
in
right. Yeah.
75. Then the Muppet Show started in 76. We're going to 50 years of the Muppet Show next year. And of course, we mentioned earlier
Yeah.
that the Muppet Show is returning for at least one
One
episode,
episode.
possibly more next year to celebrate that 50th anniversary celebration. Still, his influence is deeply within us to this day. Jim Henson, what an amazing,
Mhm.
idea man is the perfect thing for him because he created so many great ideas and,
Yes.
and shaped entertainment as we know it.
Yeah, that continue on and on.
So
So,
happy birthday to him. Just wish he was still around to celebrate it, but his art lives on and he
mhm.
lives through it. So yeah, celebrate that today. Maybe watch one of the Muppet movies or go and watch the Muppet Show or any of those to
Right.
Sesame Street. Any of those.
Anything.
Great for sure. Happy birthday to him. Happy birthday to all these amazing people as well. Let's start with one of the greatest football players of all time, Mean Joe Green. He turned 79 today, born this day in 1946. He was a two-time NFL Defensive Player of the Year. He was a five-time All-Pro. He was a 10-time Pro Bowler, four-time NFL champion. He's an NFL Hall of Famer. And he's also took part in possibly the greatest commercial of all time,
Mhm.
the Hey Mean Joe. Hey kid, have a Coke.
Coke,
Or
yeah.
can I have a Coke? Want a sip of my Coke? And he gives the kid the jersey.
Jersey.
Thanks, Mean Joe. If you know, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it is one of the greatest
Touching.
commercials of all time. So beautiful.
Yeah, so simple and yet so heartwarming at the
Mhm.
same time.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. Happy birthday to him. Happy birthday. Unfortunately, someone we really, really lost too early. Phil Hartman would have been 77 today, born on this day in 1948. Of course, he was the linchpin for many, many seasons of Saturday Night Live. That person that kind of just stabilized every sketch
Right.
he was in and yet still was hilarious. He was also in the television show News Radio, which was really, really great. We enjoyed that as
Yeah.
well. Something when I was reading about him that I didn't know is that when he started, he was doing part of the improv group, the Groundlings, and he worked with Paul Rubens in the Groundlings.
Oh, wow.
And he was one who helped Paul create the character of Pee Wee Herman,
Wow.
and actually helped write from some of his shows, Pee Wee's Playhouse and Pee Wee's Big Adventure, and made some appearances in Pee Wee's Playhouse as well. So
Really?
I didn't know that,
Wow.
that he was instrumental in helping Paul Rubens develop into that classic character.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. It's so much about him. Again, lost way too early,
Yeah.
but man, amazing during his time. Happy birthday to him. Happy birthday to one of the great animation and live action directors we know, Brad Bird, turned 68 today, born on this day in 1957. Has started off in the animation building at Walt Disney Studios, working with the Nine Old Men, then went on to do his own thing, creating movies like The Iron Giant, which is a animation classic. Didn't do great at the box office, but since is a cult classic and so beloved. And then, of course, came back to Pixar and made The Incredibles, we already mentioned it, Ratatouille, and so many other things. He's been amazing. He's won Academy Awards for those movies happy birthday to Brad Bird,
Yeah,
Michelle.
yeah, and he's a voice actor too.
Yes, Edna Mode. He is the voice of Edna Mode. Yes, absolutely. Amazing. Happy birthday to him. And finally, last but definitely not least, another award winner. Happy birthday to Ben Platt. He turns 32 today, born on this day in 1933. Started in Broadway doing a couple shows, then moved on to where he won the Tony Awards for his part in Dear Evan Hansen, of course. And then he's since done more on Broadway, but then transitioned into movies as well. He's been in the Pitch Perfect films as well as many others. Amazing singer, amazing actor. Happy birthday to Ben Platt.
Yeah, very talented.
Very, very talented. He's an amazing singer.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to him for sure. And actor. He's an amazing singer, but he's also a very, very fantastic actor. Happy birthday to him. Happy birthday to all of them. And again, if it's your birthday, a very, very happy birthday to you. Shameless self-promotion time. Yes, our audio version has been out since Sunday. The video version has been out since yesterday morning of our recent episode, our September Walt Disney World adventure, where we went out for the weekend, a long weekend, to the Walt Disney World Resort and experienced a little bit of Epcot International Food and Wine, a lot of Bay Lake Towers and the newly refurbished rooms there, the one-bedroom suites, and a few other things in and around that we talk all about, Michelle.
Yeah, give our reviews, our feelings about a lot of things this time. So
yeah, so hopefully you've listened to the audio version. You can check out the video version now, where we enhance the things we talk about with some slides to go along, so you can kind of know a little bit of what's going on and what we're explaining with a little more detail. So good to always do both.
Right.
Yeah.
The video version doesn't have what we call our wraparound, so you don't get the tips that we do, but you do get to experience more with, like you said, with pictures and things like that.
Right. So, and this is, I like to explain this every once in a while. So on YouTube, when our audio version comes out, a static picture version of the audio version also shows up on YouTube.
The entire thing.
Yeah, because it just kind of the way that our podcast streamer works, it also sends it to YouTube. And then later on, if we do a video version, then you will get that. And it'll just, as Michelle mentioned, just be the main topic. And that will be us speaking about it. So you can do either one. If you prefer to listen to us on YouTube, sure, absolutely, 100% go for it. That's fine. But it is the long version of our show is just the static picture. You don't get Michelle's pretty face on it, unless she's in the artwork in it. So anyway, and then this weekend we do have a new episode coming for you where we're talking about how you can experience the spooky season out at the Disney parks without being so frightened like we are there that we're going to necessarily break the bank. We talk a lot about that this weekend.
Right. I mean, sometimes it's just not feasible to go to any of the Halloween parties, whether it's Oogie Boogie or Mickey's Not So Scary, or maybe you tried and it was a sold out night or whatever. We still say, how can you manage to have a lot of fun in that spooky season at the parks?
Yeah, without completely draining your pocketbook. I mean, it's Disney. You're going to drain your pocketbook a little bit, but there are ways to have some of that fun, that spooky season fun, without spending the money on the party or spending the money on all the different things that can go around that. So we'll discuss a lot about that this weekend. All right. Gonna get out of here. Everybody have an amazing day. Have an amazing Wednesday. We get over the hump today. You're almost to the weekend. You're almost there. And as we like to say every single day, please, please, please keep on sharing that kindness. Keep on sharing those smiles. And of course, keep on sharing that positivity. We will be back with you tomorrow morning, 6:30 a.m.-ish to do all those things with you once again. Until that time, everybody, have a magical day. We'll see you tomorrow.